Sportsbook at L'Auberge Lake Charles. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Welcome into the program, coming from the Sportsbook at L'Auberge. We're happy you can spend some time with us this evening. Also happy to welcome back Scooter Hobbs.
Glad to have Scooter back.
Coming off injured reserve, coming off that load management thing.
I've been loafing.
Glad to have you back.
You're
though.
loving that couch, huh?
It's going to get old real soon.
That couch do get old.
That's right. You are fit and well rested.
He
We've
is.
got a big program lined up for you. That's Kevin Guidry on that
Always.
side. I've
Feeling
already
good.
introduced Mr. Hobbs, Rick Serro here. Can't forget, SoundOff presented to you by our own L Club, right? That would
Totally.
be L'Auberge Casino Resort. And Matt Lundy and his team at Lundy Law.
Glad to have those as
Lake
partners.
Charles. All right, now that we have Mr. Hobbs back, we're going to work him a little bit overtime.
Definitely, we are going
We're going to pick his brain a little bit about where this LSU baseball season has gone. Okay,
Yeah.
It hasn't gone in the complete right direction.
No,
we'll get
it
into
hasn't.
that. All right, I'm going to try to pin Mr. Guidry down on that side on why you believe Garrett Nussmeier is not the quarterback in waiting.
I did not say that.
Oh my God! It was
Look,
like
he's
2
putting
months
words-
ago. Get ready.
He's putting words in my mouth. I did not say that.
Yes, you
I
did.
did not say that, Scooter.
I leave for 1 month.
Scooter,
and
I
the
did not.
place goes
Scooter,
to hell.
I did not say that. I'm rooting
That's
for the
coming
guy.
up. All right,
I'm
we've
rooting
got
for the guy.
Matt East baseball. We've got some basketball stuff.
Yes.
Later on in the show, St. Louis High School baseball coach Connor Lloyd
Glad
will
to
make
have
his
Coach
debut
come
appearance on our show
Yeah.
and talk about the state
This will
tournament
be his first
that was.
appearance, too, won't it?
Yes, and
Yes.
I'm going to tell you why Tiger Woods has a shot at winning another major championship.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I'm
Don't
going to
laugh,
tell
Scooter.
you why.
Don't
and
you
how.
laugh, Scooter.
All right.
Okay.
It's a crying shame if the defending national champion LSU Tigers don't get an NCAA tournament.
And who, if they don't,
It's
who
happened.
will they have to blame?
That's the magic. That's the $1 million question, if I might ask.
Well,
Scooter.
a lot on themselves.
I will say
Okay,
this.
a lot on themselves.
Since I have
But
been
this
on
is the
the
LSU Tigers, and they're not far off from RPIs and all those different
their
metrics.
RPI isn't bad, everything like that. I mean, we talked Tuesday, you know, about the McNeese Cowgirls softball.
Yeah.
You know, 22-2, and yet 13 teams in the SEC made it in. Well, that's not going to happen in baseball.
No.
But LSU, you are right. They should not be in this position.
No, they shouldn't.
I agree.
And I'm not sure how they came up with this magic number of you need 13 SEC wins to get in the tournament. That's 13 and 17,
Yeah.
by the way.
I agree.
I'm not sure where that magic
conjured that
number.
up?
Yeah.
Media?
Well, it's more historic.
Okay.
I mean, if you look back
All
on
right.
history,
Yeah.
that's what it takes.
Yeah.
This is not a bad team, but it's a team with a lot of holes. And I will give Jay Johnson some credit. Number one, pet peeve of mine, I think they played too easy of a pre-conference schedule.
Okay.
And it really hit them in the face
Okay.
when they started conference. But they have gotten better. He has worked around some of the holes.
I agree.
But there are a lot of holes on that team.
But as you're going to sit on pins and needles waiting, you keep saying, oh, they got to go to Omaha. He skips the tournament. He's got them going in Omaha. Look, it comes down to Ole Miss this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have to sweep Ole Miss?
Well, you would
Numerically,
think.
you would think.
You would think. I mean, that gets you to the 13.
Yeah.
Somehow became the magic number.
Yeah.
Now, it would not, you know, they would have to take 2 of 3, but then they would probably have to win 2 or 3 in the tournament.
Yeah.
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 I mean, this magic number 13
Look,
doesn't
interesting.
take account,
Yeah.
you know, the tournament.
I understand
The
what Scooter
SEC,
is
so.
saying. And like you mentioned earlier, Rick, you're talking about the defending national champs. I get all of that. But are we taking into consideration
Last year's news.
last year's
Yeah.
news? But are we taking into consideration the people that Jay Johnson had walk away from him?
13 players, I think,
Come
in
on
the
now.
MLB draft. What was
that's-
it? 5 or 6 in the early rounds? Something like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot, it was a
Forget
talent
it.
drain.
So
okay.
So,
The
but again,
first 2
again,
picks.
I know we keep saying national
Yesterday's
champions.
news. Yesterday's
news. I get it, Rick. But is Jay Johnson thinking the way we were thinking? Or is he saying, you know what? Let's just keep at it. I mean, he knows what he lost. I mean, he knows that. But can we expect more than what they're giving us right now as a team, Scooter? Should we expect more? Should we?
That should always be the standard at LSU.
I agree.
I mean, they will not get what should be the minimum standard for LSU, which to me is to host a regional.
Right.
Okay.
But, you know, every year it doesn't work out. And I will say this. I will say this, and I'm not trying to make excuses for LSU. But because I've had a lot of downtime, couch time, so to speak, I've seen dang near every inning.
Yeah.
They hadn't got many breaks, and baseball will do that
Good
to
point.
you.
Alabama, the first game in the series.
They made one error the entire weekend.
One.
It kept them from winning that first game.
That's just crazy. That's just crazy. All right, in 20 seconds or less, starting pitching or bullpen? Who has been crickety? Who's been not holding up their end? Would you say the bullpen versus?
I would say for most of it the bullpen.
Bullpen. Okay.
Wow. Now they don't have a Sunday starter.
They don't have a Sunday.
I got it. But Luke Holman, okay. Gauge jump.
Yeah, those are as good as anybody.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to this
I'm
weekend.
believing in my Tigers, though.
It's gonna come down to this weekend at Ole Miss. No doubt about
Baton
it.
Rouge.
All right. What I can assure you of, you're going to have a great time and a great meal at the Max in Westlake at the National Golf Club. Great service, great atmosphere. The Max Bar and Grill at the National. You can catch the PGA Championship coming up this weekend while enjoying lunch and dinner with great menu favorites. So much more. And if the weather improves, you can go out on the patio and enjoy that. All right, it's all at the Max.
Story worth telling? It starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
There's nothing better than a game. A great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling, Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a Roto-Rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
What's bugging you? Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
SoundOff coming to you from the Sportsbook at Le Berge, where you can get great food and drinks, and of course, elite gaming right here at the Sportsbook.
Yes.
SoundOff reminds you, for expert plumbing and water cleanup, call the locally owned and operated Roto-Rooter outfit of Southwest Louisiana.
Yes.
Also, if you need the best in pest control and keeping those termites at bay, it's J&J Exterminating. They've been protecting Louisiana for over 60 years. All right, let's protect your home and businesses, of course. All right, welcome back to the show. Coming up in the next segment, we'll have St. Louis High School baseball coach Connor Lloyd making his debut on the show, talking about the state tournament and the like.
He doesn't know what he's in for.
No, he doesn't.
PGA Championship coming up this weekend. The second major, Scotty Scheffler, odds-on favorite. Why not?
Why not?
He's gonna win that.
Second green
Why not? Why not?
Has he had the baby, or his wife had the baby?
He's had
yet?
the baby already. I do believe. I think
Well,
so.
no, he sat out last week,
I know.
but I never heard that the baby
Gosh,
came.
I hope they had the baby. He will be at Valhalla
He will
in
be
Louisville.
there.
Guys, when he won the Masters, you and I talked about this.
We did.
That's 4 out of 5. He was a short gimme putt away for forcing a playoff to possibly win 5 in a row prior and including the Masters. That's like Tiger-like, okay? So he's going to be the odds-on favorite. There's no doubt.
He will be.
I mean, he's number 1 in the world. Scotty Scheffler we're talking about. But Rory McIlroy is going to make it interesting.
He is.
Rory McIlroy wins Zurich at New Orleans.
I was down in New Orleans when he played for Zurich. I was down in New Orleans.
I watched that Sunday.
That Zurich.
That was some golf he was playing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Now you're talking about the Wells Fargo at Quail Hollow.
Yeah.
So he's coming off a win where he just ran away with Quail Hollow.
Speaking of ran, you know
did.
what?
He's going to make it.
You can argue who is the best driver, putter, whatever on tour. But in the history of golf, Rory McIlroy has the best walk.
The best walk?
When he's
walking
down that fairway, I mean, he could be 10 over, but you're thinking, that guy's fixing to knock it stiff.
He's got a strut.
I'm going to pay a little bit more close attention to his walk, Scooter.
He's got a big stick, too.
I am.
Look, how about this for some perspective? It's been 10 years Rory McIlroy has not won a major. A 10-year drought.
10 years?
His last major, the PGA Championship. Where was it played? Valhalla. Where they're going.
Okay.
And get this, I didn't realize this because it's going back. He won Quail Hollow in Charlotte the week before he won the PGA Championship.
That.
So he said it, the stars are aligned, and he said it with a little bit of a smile. But it's been 10 years, Scooter.
It has
he hasn't won a major.
It has been
10
a while.
years. I want him to win it. I love Scotty.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're both likable.
Great
Rory's as likable an athlete as there is out there.
Well, Roy was the one that spoke up, if I'm not mistaken, about the guys leaving and going to live.
Oh, yeah.
He was the main
Great
one that
segue.
spoke up and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to live and die.
Look what he endured for like last year with the live. He was the mouthpiece for the PG. How much pressure and stress he was under.
That's a lot, man.
And he was losing all that time.
Yeah.
And he was. How much a mental
He
strain
took a lot.
and practice
He took
time.
that on, man.
You know, he needs to win it because it's time for him to get off the snide when it comes to major championships. All right, Tiger Woods is 48 years old. We all know about his troubles.
When does his son get his card? That's all I'm saying. When does little Charlie get his card?
I think he can win another major. I think Tiger Woods, am I
Little Charlie
crazy?
gets his
Does
card?
Tiger or Charlie win a major first?
When does he get his card?
You guys laughed me
I'm
off
not
the table.
laughing. I am not laughing.
5 years ago when I said he will win another major, and he did at the Masters. Y'all laughed at me when I said that.
I take it back.
And he
then,
won
Rick.
the Masters.
I take
He
it back.
could
Why can't he
walk
win?
then. He could
I
walk.
know
it
that.
back then.
Before the accident.
That knee is killing
But here's
me,
my
man.
theory. If he's got the mental, and if he obviously makes the cut,
And I think
and
Tiger
if he
has that.
if he gets on a flat course where it's not such a strain on the
Yeah,
ankle
it
and
is.
leg, and it
It
could
is.
be the British Open. Am I completely nuts?
I don't know.
If it's a
Where's the British Open this year?
It can't be. It can't be.
It's not at St. Andrews.
I know that. He won't. The Masters is tough because we know
But
the
what you
Masters.
say makes sense, Rick. I mean, if he's on a flat plane, I mean, there's a chance.
Does he not? Can he not make the shots?
He can still make some.
He can
yes.
make the shots.
Yeah, he can.
Not over
He can.
4 days. He can make. He can play one
But
or
the
2
thing is,
days.
he can do
You
it.
know what? You know what
I'm not
bothers me
saying
more
this
than
year,
anything.
He's
though?
going to play all 4
The
majors.
thing
by
that
the way.
bothers me more than anything is when you feel bad for him, and when some tournaments he don't qualify. When does that ever happen, man? When does that ever happen?
Well,
when he don't qualify?
He's focusing everything, Tiger Woods, on the majors. He's dedicated. He says he's
I'm
going to
pulling
play
for
all
Tiger,
4
man.
this
Hey,
way.
I'm
All right.
pulling for Tiger.
Y'all think I'm
Who's
crazy
not?
over that? Why? I think you're crazy that Garrett Nussmeier
I
is
never
not the
said
quarterback.
that.
In,
I never
you
said that.
said that this quarterback
I
job
said-
is not set.
I said the thing is this: it depends on what type of offense LSU wants to run. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what Brian Kelly wants to run. Are you going to keep the same type of offense you had there when you had
Well, no,
the Heisman Trophy winner there?
Of course not.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying, guys. The offense has got to change to what Garrett does best.
And you
Well,
don't
I'm
put it to work.
sure they.
That's all what I'm saying.
I'm sure they spent the spring doing that.
I'm pretty
Kevin.
sure they're pretty smart, huh, Scoot? You think? But who knows, though?
Guys,
Who knows?
Maybe I was bored one day. I rewatched the LSU spring game. Don't go there.
Whoa!
I was there. I was there.
Don't go there.
I was there.
He threw some beautiful deep balls.
Now wait a minute now, Rick. Come on now. You know this is all sketch, right? You know this is all.
I got it.
Okay. All right.
I got it. But
Oh,
you
he
still got to be able to make the throws.
You know, when we have their defensive back coaches will say, if the ball's in the air, don't cause a collision. Come on, guys. Come on now.
What now?
When I was there, we had those scripted scrimmages too. And the thing was, if the ball's in the air, don't cause a collision.
got it.
So y'all were throwing games.
Don't kill the what? I got faith in Garrett Nussmeier.
Scooter know what
People bet on that spring game.
I got faith in what the kid's
Now,
going to do.
The room's got talent. Ricky Collins, dual threat guy, right?
Yeah.
The freshman coming in, Colin Hurley.
And then, of course, what they want to do.
I think a lot of it might be this Vandy transfer, A.J. Swan.
Yeah.
I saw clips.
That's all.
He's got some talent. I don't think he's going to push Garrett Nussmeier.
One word, Vanderbilt.
I think the biggest concern is they got to get some defensive linemen.
They do.
Supposedly a defensive
They do.
lineman is on
Real
campus
soon.
right now this week.
Real soon, okay?
Big time.
Real
All right,
soon.
we're up against the clock. I'm not going to pull out the flag. Coming up next, we're talking baseball with the Saints head baseball coach, Connor Lloyd.
Good to have
When we come back to the sportsbook, stay right here.
We're the attorneys Southwest Louisiana has known and trusted for decades. We fought relentlessly for our clients and won. We are proud to announce a new name based on our legacy of success. We are Lundy Law. The name may be new, but our team's commitment to pursuing justice for our clients has never been stronger. From personal injury and maritime cases to insurance claims, mass tort, and civil litigation, you can count on the experienced attorneys at Lundy Law.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Hey, mister, are you a Roto-Rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
There's nothing better than a game and great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling, Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
What's bugging you? Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
Welcome back to the show, coming to you from the Sportsbook at La Biche. Hey, we got a newbie. We got a rookie. We're going to welcome in for his debut appearance on SoundOff. That would be St. Louis High School baseball coach.
Glad to have him.
That would be Connor Lloyd. We appreciate you coming in,
glad
sir.
to have you, my man.
Glad to be here.
Always, man.
First year, former McNeese Cowboy player.
Yeah.
You didn't win the championship. You're probably thinking, I didn't win the championship. What do you want? Hey, but we're going to find angles. Mostly because you hadn't been on the show yet.
That's right.
And we want to beat up on you a little bit. How's that?
Yeah,
we want to have a little fun.
Bring
You
it
know,
on.
I'm
I
just
like
kidding.
it.
First year as a coach. Look, last year the Saints lost in the semifinals. This year you lose to Turlings Catholic in the state championship game. Talk about the incremental progress and the doggone journey to get there. It's tough to win these things.
It is, and man, whenever you get to the state tournament, it really is. It's anybody's game, you know. And with the one game, which they are moving away from next year, but with the one game in the semifinal and the final, it really is. It's anybody's game on any given day. And I mean, I thought we played well. I mean, I think our guys played about as good as we could, and Turlings Catholic just they pulled it out in the end. You know what I mean? They took advantage of some mistakes, and you know, baseball happens.
Yeah.
You know, and that happens from time to time.
That's baseball. I have to keep telling you that.
That's right. That's right.
Well, fill us in. What's going to be the change next year from the Athletic Association? Fill us in.
It's going to be a 2 out of 3 game series all the way through, all 5 rounds. I believe the higher seed will host the semifinals, and the finals will still be hosted in Sulphur.
Right.
But it'll be a 2 out of 3 game series for the championship.
You like that?
I do like that. I think 2 out of 3 game
Sulphur
series.
hotels like it.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, the 2 out of 3 game series is going to allow the best team to win every time, and I'm not saying that we were the best team. Obviously, I believe in my guys, and I think in a 2 out of 3 game series that we're going to edge them out.
Baseball, that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's supposed to be too.
But like I said, we tip our cap to Turner's Catholic. They played a heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
They pitched it well. They played phenomenal defense. They made great plays when they needed to. And I mean, like I said, baseball happened. We squared a number of balls up right at them, and
that's
baseball made the plays.
That's
right.
All right, first year coach, give us a little background. You know, what brought you?
Sulphur to St. Louis.
Well, beyond that.
Yeah. Well, originally I'm from Marshall, Texas.
Okay.
My dad was a baseball coach for 30 years at high school. And,
in Marshall?
In Marshall, Texas. And he coached at Harleton, Texas, which is where I went to high school. And not much bigger than this room we're sitting in.
Oh, wow.
It was a real small school, but we loved it out there.
Yeah.
And so got a scholarship to come play baseball down here at McNeese. Met my wife here.
Yeah.
And,
That's always sweet.
So we moved back to Texas, East Texas for a year, kind of closer to home. I coached up there for a year, and then I got a call from Sulphur High School, which is where my wife's from.
Yeah.
And I said, "Do you want to move back?" And she said, "If we go back, we're never coming back to
Oh,
Texas."
I know that's right.
I said,
Mama's happy.
That's right. So,
that's
so
right.
man, I really did. I loved my time at Sulphur. Coach Sam Moore brought me over there. He did a phenomenal job. I learned so much from him, and the one thing I'm thankful for him is he let me do a lot of the coaching.
Yeah.
And so you know, obviously this was my first year as a head coach, but I had a lot of experience at Sulphur because he allowed me to do a lot of coaching. He didn't
Cut your chops
micromanage.
a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed my time over there, and Coach Tillery got the job this past year, and I was prepared to stay on, and he does a really good job over there too, and he's going to do good things over there. And got a call from St. Louis Catholic. I prayed about it a lot, and I felt like that's where God's plan was taking me. And
That's
so
great.
Really fortunate that I took it now.
Yeah.
You know.
Connor, I guess one of the questions that I ask, man, because we look at this place, Southwest Louisiana, as a hotbed for baseball. I mean, you got your Barbs, you got your Sulphurs, you got your Moss Blood. I mean, you got so many teams that see every year when you go to the state playoffs.
Don't forget about Iowa.
Iowa.
That's right.
How do you compete with getting kids? How do you compete with getting kids? I mean, that's the question I ask you. How do you find those kids to be able to build some type of team there the way you can say, you know, we've got something here at St. Louis?
Right. I mean, I think it is.
On top of it being a private school.
Right. And you know, that's one thing that people misinterpret a lot is they think, oh, well, you're a private school, you can offer scholarships and things like that. At the end of the day, they still have to be able to afford tuition to go there. They still have to live in the zone. We play by all the same rules that a public school does.
Both of my kids went there, believe me, I know.
Right.
I know.
And so it's a really, really good school. And man, I think our best sellers are players. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that are going to tell the truth about you and your program and things like that. I mean, you hear players talk so highly of Coach Cicchini and Coach Hebert and Coach Tillery. Coach DeVille at South Bow, who just won the state championship. Coach Reed at Westlake, Coach Hennigan at Iowa. All those guys. I mean, I could go on and on. But I mean, you hear players speak so highly of them, and I think that's what it's all about: is developing relationships that move on, and it's word of mouth. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's tough to compete with facilities that Barb and Sam Houston and Sulphur have, and things like that. But we're on the rise there. We got a new campus coming, and I'm really excited about that.
That's going to be great.
Will there be a baseball field out there?
There will be. It'll be a really nice baseball field, too.
Connor Lloyd, head baseball coach for St. Louis High School, just lost in the state championship in the select division, if you will, to Turling's Catholic. You played under Justin Hill.
Yes.
That culture. You coached in the 3-5A, the tough 3-5A district. But the McNeese, you're one of the few former McNeese players that have kind of hung around here a little bit and got into coaching. What did you learn from Justin Hill, the culture that he has built and continues to build at McNeese?
I really did. I loved Coach Hill as a player and as a coach. I coached with him for 1 year after I got done playing, and man, he just has a deeper understanding of the game, and he invests in those relationships. That's why we're still
He's big on relationships and building with the players.
Yeah, that's why we're still invested in the program, and I hope he sticks around for a long time. I know I pick his brain as often as I can, and he really is. He's a good guy, and I learned a lot from him as a coach, and not just so much the X's and O's, but how to handle situations with composure and things of that nature. Not necessarily what to say, but how to say it, when to say it, and things like that. He was really, really good about that.
Well, in our final 20 seconds, give us what is the equation to win that one game for a championship?
You know, I think it's being at your best on the biggest stage, and if you can keep your composure and trust the process, trust God's plan, like we talked about earlier, there will be no fear. You know what I mean? That's one thing that, especially on that stage, there's so many fans in the stands. It's the cameras and the lights and the action, and there's that constant fear of failure.
Wish you luck.
Yes,
Connor
sir.
Lloyd,
Always.
Saints baseball coach.
Sir.
We're out of
Thank
time.
you.
We're coming to you from the Sportsbook on CBS Lake Charles. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all: plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
If it's a story worth telling, it starts with Getaways specializing in me time. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Escapes to soak the day away. And rounds on a course designed by Tom Fazio. Start a story all your own at Le Berge Lake Charles.
There's nothing better than a game and great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling, Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.